yeah, my mind is ahead of me. Mama said it's gonna be whatever you let it be. It's some homies I grew up with that's dead to me. It's some that I just met in debt to me. What's in common is they both pay respect to me. I get in my way from Friday to Friday. My girl is a mix of Aaliyah and Sade. I came a long way from that Marvin and I pull out the driveway like I'm in a car chase, speeding. And if my
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Peterson's Cardinals going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 43 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown, 84 yards, and the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals are in for 6. So they're going to go for 2. To throw is Palmer. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deone Buchanan. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll give to Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Prescott from the gun. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To the air again, Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Now Palmer on 1st down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets around him. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Adrian Peterson, 48 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, stands to reason they give Zeke the ball there. I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second-place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
He hits Beasley right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Second down following the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. The give is to Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. James Hanna, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And his throw here's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They start the drive with Peterson. Dances by him, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Palmer will throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Three yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. They find some open field here. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Palmer. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Right there around the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
3 down. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Check 3. Check 15.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And able to find John Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
On first down, it's Palmer. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets past one man. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And tough starting field position here. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum.
There goes Larry Fitzgerald. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 2 veterans there, Palmer to Fitzgerald, 56 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 45 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. 10th carry now for Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2 scored. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here's Prescott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams wanted to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And some room to roam now. Adrian Peterson, the 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. First down, Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now a give to Peterson running right. There he goes inside the 30. Adrian Peterson off to the races. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 44 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kimdichie coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Second down, Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On the left side, he finds Beasley. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a... How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spot.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 22-yard scamper. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, he's done his part, Charles, no doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go, step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Ground, Ellington, and some room to work. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, they run with Ellington, and some room to maneuver. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Prescott on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch all.
Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 17 there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A first down throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd and 10 here. Prescott yet again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. Is so caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, 32 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Shift together here from the D-line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Cowboys are going to get a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On On second down, Prescott again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.